Yo, you guys are not gonna believe this, but China did this after IShowSpeed IRL China stream. If you think about it, the whole IShowSpeed's journey looks so much like Sun Wukong. So you guys know him from Super Idol, like from the song Super Idol? That's not how I get to know him. Let me show you. IShowSpeed visited China not too long ago, and not just that, he visited multiple cities in China. Well, I didn't see that one coming, because usually influencers, they only visit like Shanghai, Beijing, and Chongqing, like that's it, like 3 cities max. So yeah, it's really a fun surprise for me to see a YouTuber of his size to visit so many cities in China this year. As a Chinese and a very curious person by nature, I have to check out his streams, and I want to do a review on that, and I jot down some things to explain to you guys. Let's review from the start of his journey. In his second stream, Speed wanted to cut his hair at a local Chinese salon. He had an influencer with him who mistranslated what the hairstylist said. He told Speed that they said his hair was raggedy, but that wasn't true. What the hairstylist said was just the name of Speed's hair in Chinese. So, the hairstyle that IShowSpeed has, it's dreadlocks. And dreadlocks in Chinese, it's called 脏辫. So if you go onto Wikipedia, you can find that. Throughout Speed's journey, you can see some Chinese people rejecting his tips. It's not because Chinese people dislike tipping or because China doesn't have a tipping culture. It's more about Chinese hospitality. When you are a guest, the host treats you. It's not something that we only do for mega influencers like Speed. We also practice this custom among ourselves. In China, when you visit your friends, like in their city, let's say I'm gonna go visit my friend in Shenzhen, then they're gonna treat me in like almost everything. And this is just, you know, the hospitality as a host. Speed made a huge positive impact to China and to the US and China relationship for the young people. Yo, you guys are not gonna believe this, but China did this after IShowSpeed IRL China stream.
海外博主们通过一镜到底的直播，全景展现一个没有剪辑和滤镜的真实中国，再次掀起了全网的中国热。我们将进一步扩容免签朋友圈，出台更多促进中外人员往来的便利化措施，欢迎更多外国朋友走进春天里的中国。
And I had to verify it on the website, just to be sure that it is an actual news. Well, I couldn't find the exact video, but here's what I found. I found a post from the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson and an article from the official website. So this is the video that I found. So in this video, you can see IShowSpeed's clip. China definitely has been paying attention to a lot of YouTubers and Twitch streamers who came to China and make a lot of content based on Chinese culture and China, travel, stuff like that. And I feel like IShowSpeed is the last straw, because when you look at the timing of the post, it's April 2nd. Speed definitely made an impactful push, and that's why even the spokesperson, they decided to, you know, make a post as soon as possible. And they're thinking about expanding the visa-free policy. So I'm gonna show you the article. So this is the official website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Chinese Republic of China. And this is the article. So this spokesperson, Guo Jiakun, is saying that they have been paying attention. He said, "We will further expand our visa-free circle of friends and roll out more facilitation measures for cross-border travel. We welcome more foreign friends to visit China in this beautiful spring." Maybe they will exempt the visa for more countries to visit China. Watching all the streams from Speed, I would say the best highlight for me is him meeting all the influencers, such as Tony from LC Sign, Chinese Trump from Chongqing, the Chongqing tour guide, and Super Idol Tian Yiming. That was super unexpected. I did not know he liked Super Idol. Like, how did he even find out this song in the first place? So you guys know him from Super Idol, like from the song Super Idol? That's not how I get to know him. Let me show you. Man, you guys don't know. Like, he did a lot of weird, cringy things to get views. Yo, so this video is how I get to know Super Idol. Watch. He has that hair and then the suits and is doing like really cringy moves. He's good looking, but like he just style it in this weird way. And people like to watch weird things. There's one more. Let me show you one more video.
Just tell me 为什么眼神有话要说，是不是你想要认识我？
So yeah, that's what he did. And he got a lot of views from like these kind of videos. And he blew up. He was very good at singing, but like at the beginning of his career, he's not getting a lot of views. So he started doing some cringy, I would say, cringy moves and expressions to get more views. It's not exactly cringy, but the word for it in Chinese, we call it oily. It's cringy plus cheesy. So here's another one that I have for Spanish speakers.
有你是啊，都会担心都看里都没莫大，我是狂气也啊，都啊，马斯都为没别卡，不去谁都别傻，谁都傻逼克嘛，我去嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛嘛。
To a lot of foreigners who are new to Chinese culture may find the drone show, dancing robots, and all these tech fascinating. To me, it's just like, I'm used to it. Even though I've never seen it in person, such as, you know, those drone shows, I've never seen it in person. But I'm used to seeing these videos on the internet. Like, there are so many of them on Chinese apps. For drone shows, it is so developed now. Basically, they can perform anything. I remember last year they have one for Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, there is one. Celebrate Black Myth Wukong as the hottest game in the world. Yeah, there is one. Damn, that's pretty cool. Dude, it's so funny to see how different countries use robots. In the United States, they use it as, use it for cleaning, use it for carrying stuff, I guess. Like, I know some influencers, they buy robots to carry stuff and, that's about it, and then use it as a personal assistant. In China, they just use robots for dancing. China used robots for dancing in this Chinese New Year, so this is not new. Out of all the tech demonstrations from Speedstream, the flying car is definitely a new surprise for me. Never seen that one before, and it's pretty dope. If you finish watching all of Speed's video, you'll know there's one MVP who shows up in almost every stream. Netizens have nicknamed him Unk Geese. Well, that's because his business is selling braised geese, hence the name. Unk Geese follows Speed across 4 different cities, from Chongqing to Hong Kong, then to Shenzhen, and then to Changsha. Holy shit. And on top of that, every time he brought food to feed Speed. This duo kind of reminds me of Papa Goose and Po from Kung Fu Panda. You know, like Papa Goose always feed Po. Overall, I would rate his streams in China like, I don't know, 8 out of 10, I would say. Because you get to experience different cities for 1, and then for 2, he get to experience different things, like trying Chinese food, learning Chinese Kung Fu. That was unexpected, hello? and trying out tea ceremony and trying out Hanfu. I feel like he's gonna come back to China and do some more streams in the future. Like, I don't know when, but I feel like he definitely enjoyed Chongqing stream and the Kung Fu stream the most, especially for the Kung Fu stream because he got to experience the authentic Chinese Kung Fu and he got to get off his phone. Because I noticed, you know, for streamers, they have to look at their phone to check the chat and he needs to interact with the audience. But during the Kung Fu stream, he had to learn Kung Fu. So, you know, he can't be on his phone like all the time. If you think about it, the whole IShowSpeed's journey looks so much like Sun Wukong. And his Chinese zodiac sign is a monkey. Like, for real, his Chinese zodiac sign is monkey. I looked it up. If he was born like 1 month after, then his Chinese zodiac sign is gonna be a rooster. And if you're familiar with Journey to the West, like the first couple chapters, you will find that IShowSpeed's journey is so identical to Sun Wukong. You see, Wukong traveled across the sea into a whole new world. Speed traveled across the sea to China, and he was fascinated by it. Wukong found a master to study martial arts and magic tricks. Speed found a master to learn martial arts. When Wukong first got the job in the heaven, he wore a fancy suit with a fancy hat. Speed, on the other hand, he wore a fancy suit with a fancy hat. And they look so similar. And his Chinese zodiac sign is a monkey. So Speed equals Sun Wukong. Actually, that's such a funny coincidence. So yeah, this is the end for this video. I hope you guys like this video, and if you want to visit China, just come. And I hope you guys have fun like Speed did in China. Bye bye!